What is poppin', y'all? This is your girl Sophia with another video. Today we're talking about hair and hair growth and things that everybody who wants to grow their hair need to absolutely know. Quick story, a little proof before I get into anything. Here's what my hair looked like literally like a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago, and this is what my hair is looking like right now. This is what my hair looks like in a little like a better picture so you guys can see. I have been struggling to grow my hair my whole entire life. My hair would not grow past a certain point, like it would grow until probably like here, and then it would just stop, and I could never figure out why. And then when I finally did, my hair just started growing exponentially faster. So today I just wanted to share some life hacks that I personally use to make your hair grow super fast, super long, and super healthy. So let's get right into it. Before we get into all the life hacks and all the good stuff, I do want to say that what I'm going to tell you is purely based on my personal experience and my research that I have done and I empirically tested on myself. So I believe, and I'm pretty sure, I'm very confident that it's going to apply to pretty much anybody or most of the people. I'm not a doctor. I'm not licensed in like hair growth and stuff. So I'm not going to say that like I'm some doctor or whatever. I'm not. But basically everything that I am saying has worked for me, which is my biggest evidence that it's working, because nothing would ever work on me, and it has worked for a few of my friends. So I genuinely and sincerely hoping that the advice that I'm going to give you will actually help you. So let's get into the first one. The first thing I do want to say, and this is something I made a bunch of research about before I started my whole hair growth journey, is, and I think it might be pretty obvious for most of people, but your hair cannot grow out of thin air. So what I'm meaning by this is if you are malnourished, and being malnourished does not have anything to do with your weight, that like your underweight or whatever. You can be in a good weight or even like a little bit overweight, but you can still not have your hair growth if you are malnourished. What does that mean? I don't know if you guys heard about like this whole Grimes situation, when Grimes was talking about how her hair would just like be super bad and super weird because she would only eat pasta for like 2 years or something while she was touring or whatever. And this is actually really important because our hair cannot grow out of like thin air. It needs some building blocks to actually grow. So if you are like me and you're a busy girl, do not have a lot of time to think about your nutrition, one of the things that I would say, because I'm definitely not taking a lot of time into thinking exactly what I'm going to eat and stuff, take vitamins, hair growth vitamins. The vitamins that I have been using are not sold in the US, but I'm going to give you the name and the picture of them so you guys can look what components come into it. There's a lot of zinc, there's a lot of selene, I believe selene, whatever. You guys can look the ingredients for yourselves. These vitamins are the only vitamins that actually have been working for my nails, my skin, my hair. So I would definitely get into vitamins and nutrition. I'm trying to eat as clean as I can, although it has been a little struggle for me with the semester because I'm studying in university right now, and I don't really have too much time to think about exactly what I'm gonna eat, but I have been trying to eating clean for most of the week. And definitely gonna say that what you eat and the vitamins and supplements that you take definitely play a huge part in your hair growth journey. Another thing I do want to heavily emphasize is the amount of protein that you take. I have not made too much of research. This is more of like a personal observation, but I do have friends who have had the same experience. Basically what I'm gonna say is the more protein you consume, the thicker and better your hair grows and your nails grow. I have one of my friends is super skinny, so she's like very she's very skinny. She's like super underweight, and her hair looks gorgeous. And we were talking about it the other day. One of the things that we both know that definitely played a role into the hair growth journey, because her hair is gorgeous, my hair is really good too. The more protein you eat, the thicker and the better your hair become. I'm a girl with a naturally like super thin hair, and I'm gonna tell you, the more protein I eat, which I have not been eating too much protein lately, and I have definitely seen the difference it made in my hair and nails because my nails started breaking more often than they used to. The more protein you intake, the better the quality is of your hair, not only hair, also your nails and stuff. So I would definitely look into your nutrition as the pillar. It's the first thing you need to look into before you start pretty much any hair growth journey, because again, you cannot grow your hair if it has no building blocks to grow off of. Next thing that I want to highly emphasize is sleep. I'm not necessarily talking just about the amount of sleep that you're getting, because of course all the stuff that's happening with our bodies, most of it happens when we are asleep, including the hair growth. Not only hair growth, but like a lot of things are happening when we're asleep. Okay, and I'm hoping you guys are getting at least like 6 to 8 hours of sleep every single day. But here's the thing, there are 24 hours in a day, right? Okay, let's say like we're sleeping like 7 or like 8 hours or whatever. So this is basically a third of your life is happening in bed. What's happening with your hair at the moment is crucial. I used to sleep with the bonnet trying to protect my hair for like all this time that I've spent in my bed. And what I'm gonna say, okay, so bonnets do not work for me, and I've noticed it actually been making my hair worse because there's a lot of friction that's happening inside of it, especially if you have like a longer hair. There's a lot of friction that's happening inside this bonnet that you're sleeping in. So one of the things that I highly recommend to everybody who's starting their hair growth journey is to put your hair back beside your pillow when you're sleeping, because this minimizes the friction. You just let your hair like loose, like rest somewhere without friction, without nothing. You wake up with amazing hair, because when I would sleep in a bonnet, I used to wake up and my hair would still most of the time look a little frizzy, very not put together. So if you want to avoid that and you want to lessen that friction and all that stuff that's happening while you're sleeping, I highly recommend to either do like a little braid, not tight braid, before you go to bed, or put your hair in the back behind your pillow when you're sleeping, because again, this is very important what's happening with your hair while you are asleep, because you spend 1/3 hopefully of your day in bed resting, and what's happening at that time with your hair is crucial. Another point that it's really important is do not, I repeat, do not go to bed when your hair is wet. If I need to wash my hair like the night before or something, I try to do it at least 3 to 4 hours before I will need to go to bed, because I've noticed a lot of the times when I wash my hair before I go to bed, I just like go to bed right away. I wake up with a frizzy hair. There's like a whole bunch of mess happening. So I highly recommend you to not, first of all, go outside when your hair is wet. Even if you live in a warmer climate, in like a warmer state or a warmer place where the weather is not bad, so like it's not gonna give you meningitis or whatever this thing is called when you have this disease or what, I don't even know. But do not go outside when your hair is wet. Do not sleep with your hair wet. Try to I'm not gonna say I don't blow dry my hair, but if you need to, I would rather blow dry my hair using a thermal protection spray than go to bed with my hair wet, because going to bed with my hair wet, going outside with my hair wet ruins my hair, and I'm pretty sure that this is probably doing the same thing for you. All right, advice number 4. You have probably noticed that my roots are very different from my actual hair color. There's a whole story behind it. I don't want to get into it. You guys can watch my previous videos about how I ruined my hair and was able to actually reconstruct it and fix it. It's actually a video that I posted not too long ago. And what I'm gonna say is, if you are in the journey of growing your hair, try not to do anything with your hair while you are on this period on this journey of growing your hair. I'm meaning, do not dye it, and I'm not even going as far as bleaching. Okay, bleaching has ruined my hair. And you know what? It doesn't matter if you do it in a salon. It doesn't matter if you're doing it yourself. Of course, if you are bleaching your hair, you probably want to do it in a salon if you do not have experience or knowledge about what you're doing, if you want to do it on your own. But I would highly recommend you to not touch your hair. I used to think that dyeing your hair will not do anything because bleaching and dyeing are very different. But even just dyeing your hair is still pretty damaging. Again, I've talked more about it in my previous video about how I was able to fix my hair. Other 2 hairdressers in Moscow totally ruined it for me. And I'm telling you, you can go to the best salon and you can receive a high quality service and your hair is still going to be much more dry. And we are wanting to avoid dry hair and split ends at all costs, because it doesn't matter how fast your hair grows. If your hair is super split, super dry on the ends, it's not going to grow because it's going to break. And that's one of the primary reasons why I couldn't grow my hair past, again, a certain point, because it would just like grow and then it would stop because it would break, because it was so dry, because it would do all these things that I just mentioned a couple of minutes ago, all that kind of stuff. So I highly recommend you to not touch your hair, not do anything with your hair until you maybe like grow it past a certain point that you're okay with. Maybe then you can consider it, but not while you are in the process of growing. I would not touch your hair. Last thing I'm gonna say, and probably a lot of people are gonna disagree with this, but unless your hair is super split, super damaged to the point where there's like basically no return, it unsalvageable, I would not cut my hair. I haven't cut my hair for the longest time. Again, I was talking about it in my previous video. You guys can watch it if you want to. I have not cut my hair for the longest time, and I do have a few split ends, and when I see them, because occasionally I just sit there, just be like going through my hair, seeing what's happening. And if I do see a split hair, I would even like barbecue myself, or I would just cut it. Honestly, I would just say cut it. Like this specific hair that's split. I don't see no reason why, if you are in your hair growth journey, why would you want to go to a hair salon every like 2-3 months and cut like 3 inches off your hair? I don't see, the math is not mathing in my brain. I don't see how you're gonna grow your hair if you are constantly trimming it. And again, I understand if the situation is unsalvageable, if your hair looks freaking damaged and there's nothing you can do, it's literally unsalvageable, yeah, go ahead, cut that bit, like cut that dry part of your hair off completely. Okay, that's fine. But if your hair is not in a state where you absolutely have to trim like 4 inches of your hair, I don't see the reason why people are going like, not even like bi-weekly, some people go to salon to get their hair trimmed. I don't see no reason. I don't see how that's gonna grow your hair if you are constantly cutting it, because math is not mathing, because you literally have to, your hair literally needs to grow faster than the rate that you're cutting it, and then that's hard to achieve in the first place for your hair growth to increase exponentially. And if you are cutting it, I don't see how you would ever achieve super long hair. So I have not cut my hair for the longest time, and I swear by this. Again, if you are not in a situation where you absolutely have to cut your hair, I would not cut your hair. So this video is pretty short, but I just wanted to share with you what I think are the most crucial life hacks and things you can incorporate into your daily routine in order to grow your hair. If you guys want to hear more tips like this, please let me know down in the comments. And if you guys have more recommendations or advice to other people, to other girlies like me, other people who want to try to grow their hair, please leave them down in the comments. Let me know what your secrets are. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, please give it a thumbs down. I'm always down for a good critique and everything. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.